Greetings of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Trumil Shah, member of team number 16. I, along with my team members, Mr. Maulik Ramani, Ms. Sheel Patel, and Mr. Nitish, we have come up with the solution of City of Windsor's most burning issue, that is the impact of de-icing salt on the climate change. Here are some agendas on which we are focusing on for the rest of the presentation, and I am briefing on introduction and background part. Now, looking at the basics, it cannot be overlooked that in today's contemporary era, the de-icing salt is still being used as a first remedy for the snow removal. Either it is for a highway or on a walkway. However, there are plethora of repercussions that can be seen on the city of Windsor's atmosphere. The de-icing salt impacts on soil, land, and water, which on a later stage impacting on oxygen and carbon dioxide level of the atmosphere. Moreover, the free radicals of sodium and chlorine is impacting directly to the ozone layers. These are the major reasons for the climate change in city of Windsor. That's why our team has come up with the solution, which is the snow melting system. There are several criteria which should not be overlooked, and out of that, the major three are cost of installation, maintenance of the system, and quality and safety. The whole Canada is using the de-icing salt as a first remedy, but do we know the number and the consumption? It's 4.5 million tons per annum, and the city of Windsor is having the huge part and the huge consumption for that. The figure one shows that the city of Windsor is having almost 70,000 lanes, which consists 1067 kilometer, and for that municipality of Windsor is providing 21 lanes, 21 snow removing vehicles, and for that the cost is almost $1,200 per hour. The total work is almost 3 to 6 hours. For that, the budget has been handed over as $350,000 per a single snowfall. Now, the following PPTs has been elaborated to you by Mr. Maulik Ramani. Thank you very much.
Now I'm explaining a problem description. Using the salt for de-icing, it's create a negative impact on the environment by polluting the air, water, and soil. So first of all, we need to know more about salt. What is salt? One part is Na and another part is Cl. So this is the flow chart which elaborate by different stages how de-icing effect on environment. If I talk about soil, when a salt comes in a contact with a land, chlorine is absorbed by land, which on a later part result in decrease the soil fertility and leads to loss of vegetation. Secondly, if I talk about the water, the de-icing salt when contact with the water bodies like river and lakes, so it's create an imbalance of oxygen O2 and carbon dioxide CO2 in a climate. Lastly, its impact on the environment by air. So when it's contact with the air, it discharges chloride and a bromine in the air. So the compound damage the ozone layer, which is the act as a major cause for climate changes. So there are several requirements for this project, need to proper location and technical design. System should be environment friendly and low maintenance. These are the criteria for the success of the project. A certain amount of it require for a constantly snow melting and need to fix voltage and a frequency like 120 watt and 60 hertz in Canada, and need to have proper surface protection to protect our system. So now I invite to Nitesh for the further slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Maulik Kumar, for handing over the presentation. The proposed solution of snow melting system includes the following components. Snow sensor. It is responsible for monitoring the changes in the level of accumulated snow along driveways and walkways, which then sends an input signal to the control panel. The control panel, based on the predefined algorithm, sends out an output signal to the relay panel. The relay panel is responsible for switching on the system by delivering the required amount of electrical energy to the snow melting mats or cables. These snow melting mats or cables laid below the driveways or walkways are responsible for converting the electrical energy to heat energy, which accomplishes the task of clearing the accumulated snow, thus eliminating the usage of de-icing salts. Moving on to the next slide of cost estimation, A 350 square feet of area is considered for estimating the total cost. The table below shows the breakdown of various types of cost, which includes manufacturer's cost of the components, the labor cost, as well as the operation cost, which sums up to around $10,653. Hence, the cost incurred per square feet is around $30. The total land area of Windsor being around 146.91 square kilometers. Hence, applying the relevant metrics of conversion, we obtain the relevant square feet value of the total area of Windsor, which is then multiplied by the cost incurred per square feet to obtain the total value of the proposed system. Hence, the total value of the proposed system is around $49 billion. The upcoming slides will be presented by our team member Sheil.
Hello, myself Sheil Patel. I am going to explain about timeline, conclusion and references of our project. Once our project has been approved by the Windsor City Council, the project is subdivided into 4 stages. In the initial stage, our main agenda is allocated suitable land for installing the snow melting system. The second stage covers collecting of all the necessary funds for installing and operating the system, which could happen only after approval of estimated budget from the City Council's financial department. Third stage includes designing the heating system as per requirement, which includes selecting desired heating element and sufficient manpower. The last and the most important phase is executing the project, where proper precaution has to be taken while installing the system. Testing has to be done very accurately in this phase. Electrical efficiency of the entire system should be monitored for safe working of the system. The overall time for this project to be successfully completed, if everything goes planned, is no less than 7 months. Here is our project's timeline. This is the most economical solution to overcome with de-icing salt and its negative impacts on the environment. The cost may be varied on the size of the required system. Size of the system to be built directly depends on the climate conditions and the amount of snow to be melted. As per our system, electrical power required is 17.5 kilowatt. This system works by converting electrical energy to heat energy. As per our research and proposed system, implementing this system in the city of Windsor would be the best eco-friendly solution to overcome with problems caused by de-icing salt. After through research and going through the mentioned references, we come up with the affordable solution and was able to successfully complete it without facing much problems. Thank you so much.